We have rebellion in the ranks, my friends. Can you guess who it is? It's not Merlo. Nobody panic. It's Hugo. The guy that should be quite good, but isn't really that good. And also, Merlo's just better than him and performs better, and Hugo's always played shit. He's kicked up a fuss about wanting to leave. He's demanded to leave. Some players have now kicked up a fuss. What, my 21-year-old young goalkeeper that's played 1-2 games for the club ever has revealed all in a big interview about, I don't know, the fact I don't play a player that's playing shit? That's me demonetized. I'm not supposed to swear at the beginning of a video. It doesn't matter. He's dead to me. I'm Hagriding. For those that have been watching this channel for a while, you know what happened to Hagrid. He was out by the bins. And that's what's going to happen to Hugo. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Form has picked up a little bit. I didn't panic. I was like, okay, but we've been good this season. Got to remember where we came from. Let's not worry too much, even though the fans started to criticise the tactics after just losing a few games being a newly promoted club. It felt a bit odd, but it's come back into the fray. Renzo getting himself, Martinez getting his first goal, our youngster, which is great. 0-0 draw, and then a 1-0 win. Ferry getting himself another. Ferry's been good. Ferry's been very good. 2 goals, 2 assists, 7.17. Fine with that. Merlo's taken a knock. Yeah, so Hugo's just angry at the world, I think. Like, he's a good player. I've played him up front. I've played him as the number 10 and plenty. He's just not doing it. He takes up a foreign player spot. He's on massive wages. He wants to leave. He is now officially dead to me. And I will take, don't tell everybody else this because I want 3 million, but I will take any money. He just, whatever it takes to get rid of him. Sadly, it's not the transfer window. So we're sitting comfortably now in 9th spot in this second, I'm calling it the second phase. Not going to get into the top 4. That's fine. According to average points, we are 8th. So, yay for us. Good. Don't know what that means. Don't know if there's any, I don't know. Anyway, we're into the Copa Argentina semi-final today, and then we're going to skip on these 3 games because they don't really matter at this point. 3 home games, which is nice. And then see where we finish or what happens next. I want to see what there's a playoff. I'm assuming this turns into like a separate little cup competition now, and then the league. Who the knows? Right, okay. Rasso's upset as well because apparently we haven't strengthened the squad enough for him. Jimenez has just announced his retirement, which is fine. His legs have gone. But he was brilliant. One of my favourite signings. He had a little in-between year where he wasn't quite as good. But that first year, absolute destruction. 11 goals, 12 assists. And then last year, 9 goals, 9 assists to get us promoted. 7.2 average. Brilliant. He retires with my blessing. Do we even have a game today? No, we don't. Good. Come back too early. I think now that the match engine is so much better and the game is so much better this year, absolutely loving it. I think it's becoming more apparent to me now that maybe some of the other problems have been fixed with this game, how much I despise player interactions. I just think they're done badly. Like, the fact is that, fair enough. Hugo's kicking up a fuss because he thinks he's not playing enough, right? Or wants to leave because a big club comes in for him. Perfectly good, all that sort of stuff. And then when you have and then you have like 3 players come to you and say, look, you should be giving him more game time. And you look at the players, and it's just a 17-year-old you just signed, or a young goalkeeper that's 21 years. Fair enough if it was like Renzo, like a player, Renzo, experience was like, actually, I think he's worth a shout. And at no point can I just say, he plays where Merlo plays, and Merlo is miles better. And you have the option to say, yeah, but that would mean dropping one of your other teammates, and they're like, I don't care, give him game time. I'm like, no. He plays in a role where the other guy is much better than him, and he's played shit. Why can I not tell the people that come in to say, hey, you should be in the team? Why should he be in the team? He's rubbish at football. Now, today, I could play him, but God, no. Not a chance. He's dead to me now. I don't care if everybody's legs. I'll play a goalkeeper up top. Don't care. Right, so Contreras can play out there. Jimenez can play as the number 10. Bit less running as in the number 10 spot for him. And Taboda can come in. So we've lost a little bit of up front. Good thing is, Calderari's worked out to be a goalkeeper. 3 games, decent performances. I'm giving Minella, the youngster, a bit of game time here. Because this game obviously matters. But, like, Rasso's upset and playing terribly. Galvan's not played well this season. So he's coming in. But also, just give him experience. He could be a very, very good player. Hopefully, if we... I don't think we're going to get 3 million for him, but if we get 2 million quid from him, that would be fruity. Actually, before... we'll just look at it after, that's fine. Right, come on, boys. Boca already 1-0 up in the other semi-final. Nice. Roth. There we go. Minella, the youngster. Danny DeVito. Oh, Villalba, lovely first touch. Go on, Kev. Go on, Kev. Ooh, rattles the crossbar. Come on. Imagine getting to a final. All right, easy save. What do you mean it deserved a goal there? It's pinging the shot from the outside of the box. Big crowd. There's the away support there. I think they're away support. Clears the danger. Run onto it. Come on, boys. Just need to keep it tight. Try and steal one at the end. We're in better form. Whenever that's the thing I see with Football Manager. I think it's a common mistake. That's a common mistake. A common mistake I see in Football Manager is people, and I've watched streams and stuff where going well, hit a dip, change tactic. And sometimes that's needed, obviously. Sometimes you need to change things. Sometimes just give it a little bit of time. I think, as I've said, I preach all the time. Morale is so important in this game. So if you have a couple of unlucky losses or games where you just didn't finish properly and you lose a couple of unlucky, get FM'd maybe, and you lose a couple, it can hurt. It's not because your tactics wrong or your players are bad, the morale. And sometimes you do need to change it just to try and get a win. But a lot of times you can just sort of play through it. I think people panic a bit too much. End up switching tactics too often. Right. Come on, boys. Don't let this one get away from you, and then we're struggling to come back in. Oh, that's too easy. Barrios. All right, then. I was watching the Man United Luton game yesterday. Really fun game, by the way. End to end. Great fun. Man United look a lot better going forward. Still scary as ball. Oh, no. Got a goalkeeper on the bench. Still terrible at defensing. Wow. And Rasmus Højlund scored a couple of goals. A couple of lovely goals. A couple of lovely finishes. And one of the commentators goes, oh, well, you know, he's really, in the last sort of 6 games or whatever it is, he's really showed the doubters that they were all wrong and, you know, he is a player. And I'm like, who was doubting? Everybody I've ever seen speak about Rasmus Højlund was like, he's really good. He's not getting the service because Man United are playing crap early on in the season. But he's clearly really good. I don't think anybody, even though he went on the goal drought, I don't think nobody thought it was his fault. It was weird. It was like, what criticism? From Big Dave 69420 on Twitter. Sorry if that's your handle. Big Dave, didn't want to call you out there. But yeah, Rasmus is really good. And you get to say Rasmus when he scores. It's great. Come on, don't. Oh, he's missed the header. We're not looking like we're going to score, boys. Okay, we're 2-0 down. 2 headers. Right then, we are going to... Renzo, we need you, mate. Kevin, you got top. You switch to number 10 like that. Renzo, you go in that spot. You become a Pocher. You just hold that midfield. It's a bit wobbly. Looks a bit. That's fine. Width. He comes inside. He moves over. Jobs are good. I can't play Merlot. He's absolutely dead. Can play Fairy though. You can get 20 minutes. We can get 20 minutes out of him. How's Max done? Max has been absolute shit this season. I think I might change that role. I might look at it at the end of the season. Who else do I trust to come on? Not really any game changers. We'll bring Joe Bonnet. We'll make you support. We'll go attacking. Go full press. Play offside a bit. And hope for the very best. Is this the end of the heroic cup run? We didn't want to win it too early anyway. Where's the fun in that if you won it that early, you know? Can we at least have a couple of highlights game? Just give us a sniff. All right, Roth. Jimenez. Ooh, go on, Jimenez. Imagine. Cheeky little brace. So we say goodbye to you like a hero. Renzo. Oh. They had kind of 2 chances, put them away, and we've not done the same. Axel, be somewhat useful. Jimenez. Oh. Okay, that's the opposite of what I was hoping for. I've got to be honest, Jimenez. Not happening, boys. One little goal. Like, ooh, spicy last couple of minutes. Yeah, a bit late, but okay. We'll take a highlight. Okay, wasn't meant to be. Pretty meh game of football, to be honest. We missed the big guns up top. I think that hurt us most. I'm angry. I am going to be angry. Let's be angry. Right, we're going to skip the next 3 league games because I don't think... I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think they really matter. Because I don't think where we finish in this table doesn't matters at all, other than finishing top 4 to go into the little knockout comp. So, yeah, I think that's the case. And then... Is it the end of the season? I've lost my marbles with this save. Is it just the end of the... Obviously, they've got the knockout comp. Does that just happen independently, or is there other stuff? Is there a phase 3? Oh, shit. It's fractured his wrist. Okay, well, he just come into some form. I finally found a goalkeeper that could use his hands. I've got Villalba banging in a solid 6.52 in the last 5. Or we've got the youngster who banged in a solid 6.34 in his 2 games. So, marvellous. Good job, done, man. Right, we'll skip to maybe the end of the season or potentially phase 3 or whatever. If I get some randomly relegated, not going to be happy. Welcome to the end of season awards. Got a special little surprise at the end for you. So stay tuned. That's what YouTubers do, don't they? Like, oh, tease. You're watching anyway. Okay. We made a sale as well. 2 sales that I'm very happy with. You probably guess who they are. Right, all the money's up, which we expected. Decent. Obviously, broadcast revenue's huge. Corporate's surprisingly good. Renzo, Merlot, Taboda, Hugo, Joe. Oh, not good. No refunds. Okay. Player of the season, Renzo. He had to be. He's got 70 goals. He's got the most league goals for the club in its history now. Merlot was young player of the season. Taboda, signing of the season. Jimenez, goal of the season as he retires. Legend. Renzo with 22 goals. Alpha with 15 assists. He's kind of shit, but he's good at corners. Essentially is what we've got here. I think... I don't even want to keep it. I know he's got so many assists, but he's a foreign player. He's on decent money. His physicals have gone. I think that anybody want him? Look at all of the assists he gets. It's like an old David Beckham. All right, but yeah, timeline good. Right, do we have like money? Do we have you told us? Anyway, so, sold a couple of players. Have they left yet? Hugo is leaving to Nuevo Chicago in Argentina. I wasn't even sure where that was. For $1.5 million. I'm pleased with that. We signed him for 90 grand. As you can see, just never very good. Just didn't really do it. And we love Merlot. So game time's going to be limited. And I thought playing him up top, he's got the ability. And we sort of training, but he just never really did it. So very happy with that. And Uriel Yove has left the club as well. He's okay, and I probably would have kept him, but he's 31 now, and he's on massive wages, and he was upset because we've signed a player who you were about to see, and 850k, we signed him for 85k, and like I say, he's been pretty good for us, but 850k, get that big wage off the budget, very happy with this. Who's this fella? One of our youngsters. Oh, okay, one of our youngsters is leaving for a few quid. And Sakuna Matata is wanting to leave. He was only ever like a backup. I needed a left-footed player, and yeah, he was awful. It's fair to say. But, and this is one of my favourite things, right? I like it when scouts tell me about a player that I've never heard of. Most of the time, you sort of go, well, I found these 10 guys. Hey, scouts, I think they're good. Let me know if you also think they're good. It's kind of most of the scouting in this game. But I hire them to find me players, and they found me a fruity little gem. And his name is Ashraf Ezat. He's an Egyptian 19-year-old centre-back. He's on big money. He was available on a free, just sitting there. And he is quite good. Has 15 passing. Vision's a little bit low, so he can't see anyone, but when he sees someone, pinpoint. He's very good. I'm very excited about him. He could be a really good wide centre-back with that passing. Very, very nice. 2 caps for Egypt. He does have a release clause of 3.5 million or 3.3 million that I couldn't get out of. He wouldn't budge on that, but if we get 3.3 million, we get that. It's a decent chunk of money. He's only young. He's going to improve. He is very, very good. And who else is going? Obviously, he's leaving. The other French guy's leaving. 15 assists. Anybody want him? 15 assists. What clubs need 15 assists? Every club needs it. So finances, we haven't got the money in yet. Is that the transfer? Is that the new budget? I think that's the new budget. I don't remember getting a screen telling me about the new budget. I have worked out, however, and this is what I thought. So I was trying to work out how to... this might sound silly, but it's true. How it's worked out who wins the league, right? And I was like, okay, this was the initial phase 1, as we're calling it. Independiente won the league. And they are crowned champions. I'm like, okay, is it because they won the league, or is it because their highest average points? What did they do in the League Cup group? They finished top of their League Cup group. If we make sure to say past winners, they did. And if we which doesn't answer all the questions, but if we look on average points, they're only 5th. So as I suspected, the average points is only... I know people have said it in the comments, but I try to ignore anybody that starts talking about rules, because I like to bumble along and discover stuff, as you know. So anybody that's... I'm like, okay, don't want to know. So I can confirm, average points is just for relegation, which is what we suspected. So going into next season, average points 1.51. We should, unless we are awful, we should be fine. We finished... I played as many youngsters as I could in the last 3 games, because although average points is a thing, I feel like we've got enough. We had a good 1-0 there. Luna, I think it's his 2nd goal for the club. So, let's talk about what the fuck we're going to do with this team. Okay, so we've got a new centre-back in. I'm liking the centre-back lineup. He's leaving, but that's fine. The rest, I'm happy with. There were some poor performances, but I think it's more to do with us just playing shit as a whole. I don't think most of these guys aren't bad players at all. Rasso... He's happy now because we've strengthened. He's supposed to be good. He's worth a lot of money, isn't he? I only get 20% of any money we sell, and I tried to negotiate that. They're having none of it. I think I could replace him for somebody cheaper, younger, maybe better, and much less wages. So I'm going to gamble a little bit here. Does anybody want him for... Because if we can get like 2 million for him, 3.5 million. Because we've got the new guy in. Manella's a very good youngster who I want to give game time to as well. Jove is leaving. Montez, is he still... I think we'll keep him because he can fill in a couple of roles here. And he's been with us a while. And he's been pretty consistently average. Like, no, more than that. Pretty consistently good. I have to give my player awards, my player of the season, and an unsung hero, which is what I like to do. I'm going to give my unsung hero is quite easy. It's Kevin. I think Kevin's been a really solid player for us. 4 goals, 1 assist. Need to up the assists, but really good average rating, really good pass completion. He's involved. He's always like the pass before the assist quite often, and I think he's my unsung player of the season. Young player of the season, 21 or under. A lot of these haven't played enough. I'm going to give it to Ferry. I might be slightly biased, but 9 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, 6 starts. I think he's hit the ground running. Contreras has been disappointing second half of the season, but 3 goals, 7 assists, done well. Obviously, in the comments, end of season, who is your player of the season? It can be for any reason. The most top-rated comment wins the award. As we know, that's the regular thing we're going to do. But carrying on with the depth chat, the big thing is fullbacks. We either go like this guy's good, and we maybe we change this role slightly. Maybe we just make him a wing back and maybe play this guy inside a little bit more, get further forward, support the striker. Might be an option. But either way, we need a left back, and we need a first choice right back. Because Alpha's leaving. Villalba was surprisingly good that we desperate loan. He didn't even play right back when we bought him on loan. So, yeah, fullbacks is probably the biggest thing. I think I'm happy enough with the central mid. Roth's good. Kevin's good. Luna's decent. Hugo's fucking off. Jimenez is retiring. Merlot is great. And then we've got Martinez, who's the youngster, who's sort of played both these roles, really, but more of very much a backup. But we want to give game time to. Renzo's the main man. Ferry and Contreras on the left-hand side can battle it out. Taboda, backup striker, did well this season. So maybe a backup for Merlot. Maybe another youngster that doesn't want first-team football straight away. But the big thing is a fucking goalkeeper. Now, I think I'm going to bail. I'm going to Gareth on Villalba. He has moments where he was good and then many moments where he was just had no arms. So Calderari can stay as sort of first choice. Hopefully we can get somebody to compete. We'll keep Marty as the backup. But goalkeeper, full-backs, centre-back if we need it once everybody's left and sorted out, and a backup for Merlot. I think it doesn't need a ton, and we're going to get rid of some foreign players, so we'll have some spots freed up, so we can go foreign. Gives us a few more options. We don't have much money. Money's going to come in anyway. We've our committed spending after people are leaving in 65 grand, so we've got a bit of wages. We've got a bit of cash. Things are looking bright, and this will wipe out the balance once we get these big sales in. That's 2.3 million, and if we get a shit ton for Rasso, then we'll have a load of wages more, and we might have another, let's say, 2 million quid from here. So another 400 grand. Is that 20%? Is it? Yes, it is. Right? Yes. Maths. Don't do maths when recording a video. And I think we can replace him with another homegrown talent. Like he's a solid player. If he was valued less, I'd keep him. But I feel like I can't. It's just free money, isn't it? Right. There we go. The season is complete. Overall, I think I am delighted with how we finished. This 44 points in this first stage was far beyond. We're only 11 points off the top. Exceptional performance. The League group stage started well, had a horrible middle, and then we picked up some points. So overall, I am absolutely delighted with how this season's gone. Remember, put your favourite player of the season, in the comments. Who do I think you're going to pick? It can be for any reason, remember. It could be just a guy with a funny name that you just think is the best. Could be Ashraf Ezet. He technically came in this season, so... or maybe Jimenez as a little goodbye award. Genuinely going to miss him. He was brilliant for us. Right, anyway, I've got work to do. I've got to somehow find a goal. I need maybe go foreign on the goalkeeper because I'm struggling to find a local goalkeeper. So if I'm going to use a spot, get a foreign goalkeeper. Right, thank you very much for watching as always. Thank you for the support. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.